Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. We are going to be doing the monthly reading for October. Oh my goodness. Wow, this year has just gone by so incredibly fast, you guys. So this reading is for the general collective. It is for each and every single one of us. So you know, whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to, and there's most likely a message here for you. So, you know, not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You know, you just set it to the side for someone else. You know, if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. So, let's see. We have an animal spirit guide here for this month of October, and we have the 5 of Autumn, the manatee, and it says focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress. You know, you guys, that fear, doubt, and worry can really get in there and block your blessings. You know, because your trust and faith are at a low point right now. It's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. You know, you have to be in tune with your star player and, you know, really have yourself built up. And, you know, it's a process that you have to do each and every single day. You know, it's not a magical one and done, you know, because that battlefield of our mind is a constant thing, you guys, and it takes being so mindful and so aware, you know, and once you have that, right, you can start to make the changes. All right, our overall energy, we do have that ugly little insecurity demon showing up here. Oh my goodness, I about knocked my camera over. So that ugly little insecurity demon there. So you know, when you're at that low point, you guys, you're insecure, you know, you don't have faith in yourself or in your abilities, and you know, energy that turns within, you know, however it is that you're feeling or you're thinking can lead to fear and stagnation. You know, when we're so fixated on the fear, doubt, and worry and our insecurities. And courage is necessary if you are to be fearless and be able to move forward. You know, this is a message for all of us to, you know, take the time to grow up inside and, you know, into our higher selves, into a greater energy, and, you know, to invoke courage from the angels so that we're able to progress, you know. Don't let that insecurity little ugly demon there rob you of the life that you're meant to have, you guys, is what I'm hearing there from Spirit. So, okay, moving on to the love and marriage here. We have the broom for a new home and a new attitude. So, you know, if you're not actually moving into a new home, you know, sprucing up what you do have, you guys, you know, doing some cleaning here, you know, getting those cobwebs, you know, out of the way, and, you know, a whole brand new attitude, a whole brand new outlook on life and love, and you know, it just really feels like a magical time. Like these are the things that you have been praying for, meditating, manifesting, and you know, seeing them come into fruition, seeing them become a part of your reality. And you know, you did this, you guys, so see how powerful you really are, and stand tall and strong in your truth and in your power. Yes, love that for you. And we also have the Four of Wands coming in here. So, you know, this is something to celebrate, you guys. You know, your passion, your desire, your love for one another, you know. And if you're not already with someone, you know, this could be the time that you do meet someone. You know, this is about those milestones, you know, in relationships. So, you know, getting together, getting engaged, getting married, you know, buying that first home, starting your family, and, you know, knowing that the person you're with, you know, if they're your knight in shining armor, then you're the one that their heart belongs to, you guys. You know, this is building something to last, and, you know, lots of rejoicing, lots of celebrating, and it's just, it feels like such a loving, wonderful time. You know, reaffirming those commitments even is something that I'm hearing. So, you know, if you're already married, maybe you renew your vows as well. So, you know, with there being so many of us, the possibilities are literally endless. All right, we do have balance coming in. And I mean, when we start the month of October, we are in the sign of Libra, the sign of the scales, balance, harmony. You know, so love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, you guys. So, you know, it's not just agreeing all the time, or walking around on eggshells, you know. You know, this is a true, mature, loving, safe space, you know, kind of commitment, you know, the things that we really want, not the fairy tale, right? And we also have the Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So, you know, there is strength in beauty, you know, because when we think of the rose, how beautiful it is, you know, but it's got its thorns, you guys. Like, it takes care of itself, and we totally have to be like that. You know, we can be beautiful and loving, and still put our healthy boundaries in place to protect ourselves. Yes, beautiful, wonderful, amazing energy right there. Sign me up for all that goodness, right? All right, moving on to career and wealth. We have the tortoise showing up here. I love the tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead, you guys. You know, when we're building our empires, and, you know, we're building things that we want to last, our legacy, you guys, you know, we really do need to slow down, pump our brakes a little bit, you know, to make sure we don't miss anything, you know, that the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, you know, we've read that fine print, we know exactly what to expect, you know, and it's tailor-made, you know, for each and every single one of us. And, you know, when we're manifesting, you guys, to be so specific about what you want, you know, kind of like making a recipe. You add the things that you want, you leave out the things you don't want, right? And depending on the person, you may add a spice that someone else doesn't, you know. So you are the creator, and I think once people actually realize that, that is so very powerful. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles showing up here, and I mean, I feel like she is such a good fit. You know, Pentacles does represent the earth, our coins, and the power of the physical body. And, you know, Pentacles is the slowest moving. You know, earth, it takes time. You know, when we plant a seed, it's not just, you know, ready to harvest within an hour or so. You know, it takes its time. It has a season. And the Queen, you know, this is very mature energy, you guys. She is stable, you know, she's got that business mindset, you know, she's good with her money, she's resourceful, but she's also generous and loving and kind, and, you know, she welcomes people with an open heart and open arms. And, you know, when you're open to receive, my goodness, you know, it comes in, you guys. And, you know, what I'm hearing and seeing here is have both arms wide open, ready, you guys, because when it is time to harvest, and it's not just material things, you know, all of the things in our lives that add up, that make us feel rich, you know, that have nothing to do with money. But, you know, she is, if you do read the Bible, and if you're familiar with that Proverbs woman, this is that Proverbs woman, you guys. From the time she wakes up and her feet hit the floor till, you know, she's ready to go to bed, she is on things, you guys. You know, she doesn't do without. She makes sure, you know, no one that is in her household or in her community does without. You know, if I'm gonna eat, everyone's gonna eat. You're welcome at the table. And I just really, I love her so much. All right, our affirmator at work, we have imagination. I treasure my imagination, and I can conjure it up and use it at any time. My imagination helps me dream up creative solutions to complex problems that I wouldn't have thought of from inside the same old box. Like how to maybe get outside of this box. Anyone? Help? Oh my goodness, you know, we definitely don't want to pin ourselves inside a box, you know. Some of the people, you know, that really change the world and make major differences are those that are willing to color outside the lines and think outside of the box. So, you know, hooray, hooray, you know, I feel like we should keep that childlike wonder and never lose our imagination, you know. It's where some of our best ideas, our dreams come from, you know. So that's just my opinion. All right, moving on to happiness and success. We have the Camel. Persevere and you will overcome your problems. So, you know, just like the camel is, you know, built for where it is, you guys, you know, think desert, you know, it stores water in its humps, you know. We are built for our environment, you know. We were born, we were made, created to bust through those blocks and keep going. Like, tell me I can't, and I'll show you exactly how much I can. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, this deals with our fate, luck, destiny. You know, if we don't like how something is going, you guys, we have the power to change it. You know, bad times, they won't last forever. You know, everything is for a season and a reason. And, you know, some seasons are longer than others, but it can't rain all the time, you guys. You know, you know, when that shows up, you know, if it's been like a drought, you know, a desert type situation, the rain is coming to, you know, make things grow and wash away, you know, the doomy gloomies and all of that, you guys. And we have a Fill the Well, and it is a 25, which can break down to a 7. So, you know, we constantly have to pour back into ourselves, you guys. You know, it's something that we have to be very mindful of, very aware of, you know, or we're gonna run out, you know, and not be able to do anything, help anyone else, you know, if we're not taking care of number one, if we're not, you know, pouring some good stuff and hydrating ourselves, you know, not just in the physical with actual water and food, but our spirit, you guys. You know, it takes a lot of work to make everything run smoothly, and we absolutely have to take the time to do it. It is absolutely vital and necessary for us to take care of ourselves. And, you know, if people want to call you selfish, be like, you know what, yeah, you're damn right I am, you know, because I have to keep going, you know, and I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to get in my way. You know, so if you're called selfish, just own it, right? Like, you call it selfish, I call it self-care. So there you go. All right, our Moonology messages. We do have believe in the impossible, the blue moon. So, you know, blue moons are rare, you know. They don't happen all the time, every month, you know. So there are some opportunities that are that rare, you guys. And you know, but we have to really believe that anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible for me. If I see someone else do it, then that means I can do it too. You know, and like I said, with that Queen of Pentacles, being wide open to possibilities and opportunities, and you know, then watching how things just flow. All right, we also have a first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being, and you know, realizing that we do have the power of life and death in our tongue. So, you know, to speak life over ourselves, over, you know, other people and situations, you guys, you know, even in our own internal thoughts. So, you know, like I said, it takes a lot of being so very mindful, so very aware. All right, let's see, our sixth sense. We do have patience, and it's a number 4, you guys. You know, like I said up here, you know, Earth is, it takes time, right? It's not as fast as like fire or air. You know, we're talking probably years, you know, seasons of our lives. And, you know, some things we may find patience comes easy, and then other things we're like, excuse me, I placed my order, I'm at the window, and I'm ready. But, you know, it doesn't always work that way. I mean, yes, in certain situations, and we tend to call those miracles, you know, and sometimes we really need those miracles to help us keep pushing through. But, You know, a lot of it takes patience on our part. And I mean, I'm not always good with patience either. Like, I know what I want and I want it now. All right, the universe has our back. We have, when I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. You know, love casts out fear. And, you know, when we decide that we're not going to allow things to rob us of our peace, our joy, our happiness. You know, if it costs me my peace and my happiness, it's too high a price to pay, and I'm not paying it. You know, and if that means cutting out even family members, you guys, you know, we have to do what we have to do, you know, for us. You know, get that toxic, negative juju as far as the east is from the west. Like, not in my field, not in my house, you know. I'm not having it. So, you know, and again, I feel like that comes with self-care and setting those strong, healthy boundaries. All right, our chakra love. We have the throat chakra for Larimer, listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. You know, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I'm sure you've all heard that. Our daily healing. Avoid hateful thoughts, as they're just as hurtful as physically striking someone. You know, like I said, not only our tongue, but, you know, our mind creates, you guys, and, you know, life and death, you know. So if you look around and you're like, man, nothing's growing, people don't want to be around me, you might have to give yourself a little tune-up and reality check. All right, our fortune cookie. We have society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. It's an excellent time for networking and opportunities, you know, networking opportunities even, and new love interest for singles. Hey, we had that come up, will be the result. So, you know, you never know where you may be, and the love of your life just is right there, you guys, you know. So, like I said, when we're open to receive, and, you know, the universe is like, all right, I see you. I hear you, I feel you, you know. So wonderful things can happen. All right, you guys, these are our messages for the month of October. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please leave me a comment and let me know. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to make a wish for this month of October, and then trust and believe that you have been heard, and that it is, you know, coming to you. You know, whatever is meant for you is already yours, you guys. You just have to step up and trust and believe and do the work, you know. So it doesn't always just fall out of the sky. So but, you know, I love those little surprises when we weren't expecting things and they show up, you know. So, all right, you guys, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.